because I haven't learned my lesson. So, but I want y'all to see it because that's real. This is not, nothing is fabricated. Nothing is some of the stuff is happening in real life in real time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yeah, I gotta just go for it. That's another thing I gotta just go for. So the first episode, and Brick was with me, and it talked about how I'm gonna be talking to my mom, how I'm gonna be talking to certain cousins, how I'm gonna be talking to certain people, whatever. And due to COVID-19, and
yes,
it kind of like sidetracked that. So I do have a couple things recorded that I'm gonna try. That I already went live on. So if you go on the Silver Liner Productions, you'll see some stuff live. But I'm gonna break it down and bring it to you, so it's something that you could like watch over and over. But season 2, I wanted it to concentrate more about what's going on right now.
Right.
So that's why I had to break it up like that. So you'll see the conversation for this season was with me and Stephanie Carnegie, who was in the first You Want Me panel series.
Yeah, shout out to Stephanie Carnegie, yo.
Everything I do gotta make sense. So she was on my first panel, the You Want Me series. She was one of the panelists on that first one. So I brought her back, and now we're talking about like what's going on and how this quarantine is affecting us. And it's kind of a conversation like this too, because I know one of the things being in quarantine, you're isolated with yourself, or you're isolated with your trauma sometimes. So even if it's being in a room by yourself, or being in a room with a parent that's abusive, or being in a room with a person that's your relationship, and now your relationship is being tested and stuff like that. Like that's all things that we talked about. And in episode 1, we talk about triggers.
Yeah.
And the main point of that was sometimes you could be triggered and not even
know that you're triggered.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, how that even came up, which is something I'm gonna post soon, is with the George Floyd and everything going on with police brutality and abolishing the police and Black Lives Matter. It was just like, yo, why? Because I know I've been to a lot of protests. I went to a school that was very much an activist school. You know what I'm saying? Like they showed us how.
It's 2020. The world is going through extreme changes. The only chance we have is unity. We have to stand together as one against global injustice, racism, and bigotry. We have to take a stand.
There's been so much depression, struggling through all of this recession. Everybody's trying to get paid, but taxes is always gonna break us. We just trying to feed our children. People that are sick need healing. We will like finally make a cure for people that's dying and buying these drugs out the store. When are we gonna get better health care? We ain't trying to live off of welfare. I need your voices to speak up, scream. I don't live in a system. Why they trying to take my freedom? Debating on who can make most of our decisions. What about the hard-working lower class? Trying to make their way up to the middle class. Trying to pay their rent with a little cash. Putting sisters in position to give up the ass. This is not the way we should be treated. I am human just like you. Raise your voice if this is true and take the stand. I don't wanna live in a system. Trying to kill my brothers and sisters. Stand up, take a stand. Time to take a stand against police brutality. I can't breathe, you're killing me. Anyone who looks like me been fighting since slavery. To all my mothers, I feel your pain. To all my fathers, let's make a change. protect each other. This ain't no game. We just gotta take the stand. I wanna live in a system where they never take my freedom. Oh, time to take the stand.
To all my people who wanna make a change, stand up. If you fighting against racism, stand up. You wanna make a change in the education system, stand up. We want more small businesses, stand up. Whether you're white, black, it don't matter.
And this is ticket talking mother for the business. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And this is ticket talking about the business. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma.
What's going on, good people? This is Brian Parker with Head to Head, coming to you on Roku TV, on our Empower TV network. Also coming to you on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, as well as Facebook. So, however you're seeing this right now, thank you for viewing. Good to see all you good people out there today. If you're on live with me and you want to leave a comment, please put a comment in the box. Always good to hear from you. So anyway, I just wanted to take some time. It's about 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and and then later on it'll be available for demand on Roku as well. So all that good stuff is happening. Also, we will be filming tomorrow head to head with Brian Parker with our panel. So we're going to have a couple people on the panel. Tomorrow's subject is going to be about defunding the police. What does that really mean? And it's kind of funny. We chose that as a topic, and President Barack Obama had some actual words about that. And it was kind of interesting what he said and go back that he's gotten what he had to say. So I just kind of want to talk about it because I really think that you have to be careful the way you say something. Your intentions may be noble. What it is you're trying to get done may be valid. But how you frame things means a lot of times just as much as you say. If you're in marketing, how you package your product. I mean, nobody goes and to a restaurant and they say, hey, tell me about your best thing on the menu, and they make it sound like something you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. But at the same time, if somebody uses certain words like it's succulent and juicy and tender and just starts making your mouth water. So we have to understand that our words have consequences. And the way that we phrase things and the way that we frame them are just as important a lot of times as the message itself. People are so mad because Obama said that the slogan shouldn't be defund the police. It should be more like reform the police. Of course it should. Doesn't mean that you're changing your platform, everything else, but don't let people weaponize your message. Now, some people will say, Brian, you're being naive. Doesn't matter what we call it, people are going to weaponize it. That's true. Don't help them. Damn. That is true. People will try to take anything you say, bend it any way they want to fulfill their agenda. But my God, there's a difference between people fabricating and you giving them cover. Even if that's not what you mean, say what you mean. If you're talking about reforming, then say reform. You can see why they would do that. And they know you don't mean abolish, but they use it as a scare tactic. And we're making it easy for them. Now, there's going to be some folks probably tomorrow that's not going to agree with me on that. And I'm going to fight as hard as I can because it does have a lot to do with how you prepare your message. And I was in total agreement of what President Obama had to say about that because his bigger goal is, that was more involving, get a whole lot more. Um, doesn't mean that you're not trying to attract, doesn't mean that you're changing your recipe, but sometimes the way you present something can alienate certain. Why do that unnecessarily? You can be woke and still make sure that your message is being promoted the right way. There's more than one way to do so. Never ever get into a point where you say, well, it can't be done this way because this is how we synchronize in it. You got to realize there's a whole lot of ignorant people out there that you may or may not be able to reach. Why do I say that? Still people that believe that Hugo Chavez had something to do with Joe Biden winning the election. There's people, you can hear these people say these crazy things, but guess what? You hear other people going back and repeating it. So there are people out there that are slow and they believe this kind of stuff. So when they take your slogan, now they weaponize it. Oh man. Because now when you hear people talk about Black Lives Matter, now they talk about Antifa and act like it's all one big rolled up thing. Well, Proud Boys, not like white supremacists that, even our federal government has said, is the biggest threat out there. But forget all of that. BLM is Antifa and Antifa is terrorism and Bernie Sanders and everybody else is supporting that, whatever. We know they're going to weaponize a lot of this stuff to a certain extent. But why help them out with word like, in actuality, it means we are creating funds. We are setting up programs that will cater and handle different services. They should not involve police, should not involve police riot gear, military arms, and things like that to be police. This show. Okay? We need to explain that. So tomorrow, panel's gonna record. We'll put it out Friday at 11. And then it'll be on YouTube, and then after that, it'll also be on our Roku channel, Empower TV, on our on demand. So, guys, just wanted to give you that. If you'd like to be on the panel, please, 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 send us an email to dparkermedia@gmail.com. I meant to do this earlier, but I'm going to take a quick commercial break because we are sponsored by artists, TV shows, sketch comedy, podcasts, and more.
It's 2020.
But we're also a
The
platform
world is going through
that
extreme
can
changes.
advertise your product,
The only chance
goods,
we
or
have
services.
is unity.
Go wider.
We have to stand together as one
Take a look at Empower
against
TV
global
Network.
injustice,
Consider
racism,
for your
and
advertising.
bigotry. We have to take a
Visit us
stand.
at
There's been so much depression, struggling through all of
Tell
this
us at
recession. Everybody's trying to get paid, but taxes is always gonna break us. We just trying to feed our children. People that are sick need healing. Who will like finally make a go? Buying drugs out the store. When are we gonna get better healthcare?
if you have any kind of goods or services like a and you would like to be sponsored, profiled, I can let you know how low is $20 a month. you, someone you know, reach out. We definitely love to help you with a 30-second, 45-second spot, and be able to show it up to 150 times a month. A really good deal. Everybody knows about what it costs to advertise on TV. That is a deal. But look, we're not trying to get rich off of you. We want to use our platform to help promote, to help get the word out, not to make $1 million off one person. I'd rather take 200 people and make $1 million. Anyway, and we can do that, but we do it together. We do it with you guys. We do it with you watching. We do it with sharing. So anytime that you see any of these things, great thing is that you can plan back at any time. Please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get the notifications, pop in and go live and do those kind of things. We want to be more engaging with you guys. So if you have comments and things like that that you want to leave for us, please definitely do that. We definitely want to be engaged with you. We want this to be our channel where we're listening to you and we're having a conversation. It's crazy to be able to see some of these analytics. We are a worldwide channel, and proof of that is that I see where we've gotten some viewers from out of town. We've gotten from our north of the border in Canada, from Quebec to I'm going to play it Manitoba, to Mexico, Wawa, and watching Martin, out in the St. Martin. So lots and lots of international books. So when I talk to you guys about advertising, very, very honored to be able to say that we're getting a cross of international great content. You know, folks that have talk shows, podcasts, plays, any kind of content, entertainment, and think that it would be good for them to air on Empower TV, please, D. Parker Media. Guys, thank you so much. And if you are wanting to be on that panel for tomorrow, by all means, let us know and we will make it happen. Send you the Zoom link, join in, you can let us know how you feel. Till then, you guys have a great evening.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it, get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a